Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across my platform. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when we upload a new video. And to YouTube, I want to appreciate you for creating this wonderful platform for us that we are using to disseminate information to the members of the public. Keep on putting a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, we do not promote war, violence, or misleading information. We are here to educate, inform the members of the public about the happening. Hate speech, violence, or war is not here. And also, I want to inform YouTube that a call for self-determination is never a call for war. Biafra worldwide. So, I want to react to what happened yesterday in Enugu State after the normal sit at home, which people have decided to be doing on their own without people forcing them to sit at home. You see, in Biafra land, nobody was forcing anybody to sit. People decided to do that on their own. Video was shown yesterday where the governor of Enugu State, in the person of Governor Mbah, was going about sealing people's shop. That is, people that refuses to come out to open their shop. He sealed their shop. After that, Prime Minister of Biafra came out to ask for the information about the people who went about sealing people's shop. And this morning again, he have made another video that people should return back to their shop or to their businesses, that all those people that they seal their business, that they should return back to work. Come on, Governor Mbah. What you are doing is just like this adage in Igbo that said, Onyu noya na boko ada chijiji. Ife ina chukita bu ijiji. Uno ge ani Igbo na boko e hapugodi ya na chijiji. Instead of addressing the main cause of this sit at home. In case if you don't know, let me remind you why people are sitting at home. People are sitting at home because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom they went to Kenya to kidnap, is still in DSS dungeon. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom the court have discharged and acquitted, is still in DSS custody. People are demanding that you should free this man, that you should release this man whom your court have set free. You refuse to do that, and because of this, people said we are going to be sitting at home every Monday for him until you free him. Governor Mbah, can you please address this issue by solving the root cause of the problem, not chasing flies? Because what I see you are doing, you are chasing flies, creating more problem, lobbying boys. You want to gather young men that do not know their left and right because of hunger. You dash them money, they come online, they come on street to protest that they don't want the sit at home. Let me ask you people question now. Who is enjoying Nigeria now? If you can raise up your hand or you write it in the comment section and tell me, oh, Nigeria is so beautiful, you are enjoying, then I will pray for you that let your life be like Nigeria. Do you like the situation in Nigeria? Now, that is the question you ask yourself. Another question I'm going to ask before I play a video is this. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu happens to be your son, Mbah, would you have kept mute? Would you have been forcing people to come out to do business while your son was kidnapped illegally and the court discharged him? The state is still holding him. Would you, Mbah, allow people to come out? You will even tell them not to come out. If anybody come out, you will buy them. Because he is not your son. Because he is not your relative. That is why you said you want to lobby people, you want to gather people. Left and right. Some people have adapted suffering. They want to live in suffering. Look at now, go to Lagos, see how people are trekking. People, no cars, no car, even if you have money. I saw a lady coming out yesterday. She was like, she had bought 1.something million fuel. The fuel have not reached half. These are the people that are clamoring for Nigeria. So, I will play a video for you people to watch. Everybody just keep mute. Important people that are supposed to speak, they don't want to speak. everybody is fighting against the good guy. I will hold it there. Write your comment in the comment section.
Fellow Biafrans all over the world, this is the 25th day of July 2023. Right here from my situation room, I want to send a message to Biafrans in Enugu State. Rise up and go about your businesses. Go and open your shop and do your business. For those of you that the illegitimate governor has sealed your shop, go and unseal it. We, the Biafra people and Biafra Liberation Army, has mounted surveillance in the entire Enugu State. We want to monitor those who will come and evict you out of your shop. We want to encourage you to go out and open your shop and unseal them. Thank you. May God bless Biafra government in the homeland, and may God bless Biafra Republic government in exile. The only legitimate government that we have today in Biafra land is the Biafra government. Nigeria government is being evicted day by day. Thank you. May God bless you.
And two, I commend him for the understanding he displays on almost every page of the book. I agree to a large extent with Segun on the views he expressed in this book. Why should we agree to a great extent? Obviously, not because we bear the same first name, Olusegun, and we do not share the same profession, nor the same training background. He went for soft training, and I went for hard one, shoot to kill. But whether we have soft or hard training background, if we are development persons, our views in some essential areas must coincide or be in tandem. In a way, I must also, to some extent, accept responsibility for this book, because as Segun points out in the book, it comes partly out of his experience and exposure in government under President Goodluck Jonathan. I take substantial responsibility for drafting Segun into the noble project Nigeria, which I did midway into my incarnation as leader of Nigeria between 1999 and 2007. I first met Segun while he was the managing director of Goldman Sachs in London, a very important position in the financial world. He was part of the bank's delegation that visited me in Abuja between 2004 and 2005 or thereabout. Both of us connected quite naturally when he was introduced as Segun. But more importantly, because I was highly impressed with his contributions during our discussions, I challenged Segun, who was a diasporan, to get more involved from his base in London in our nation-building efforts here in Nigeria. I am pleased to indicate that my call considerably inspired Segun to establish the Nigeria Leadership Initiative, NLI, that was registered in the United Kingdom in 2006. NLI's mission is to create a growing global network of credible, accomplished, community-inspired Nigerian leaders committed to taking responsibility for driving positive change in Nigeria and Nigerian communities. Because of its lofty objectives, NLI attracted the support of many global and international organizations, including the World Bank, which mandated NLI to replicate the initiative in Rwanda. Our administration also invited NLI to conduct a program for members of the government in April 2006. This background explains why in 2010, I gently hinted the then President Jonathan of the need for him to appoint Segun as his financial minister. Not only was Segun appointed Minister of Finance, he was also appointed Chairman of Economic Management Team. Segun was later appointed the pioneer Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, MITI. I did not feel let down by Segun's performance in the two portfolios that were assigned to him. I remain proud of him for his performance. Let me make a point here. I always look in and look out for men and women of intelligence, track record of performance, ability, love of Nigeria and humanity, and love and fear of God, and courage with humility and integrity to serve Nigeria. None of them is perfect, nor a saint, but all those that I have so recruited, particularly from the diaspora, have performed creditably well in government. Segun Aganga is one of them. So is Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Leslie Obiora, Akin Adesina, Riwanu Lukman, and Bayo Ogunlesi. There are others who secured international appointments after their services at the national level under my watch. Among such distinguished ones are Amina Mohammed, Babatunde Oshotime, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Obi Ezekwesili, and Akin Adesina, after he had initially been encouraged by me to serve at home. The point I'm making is that we have both at home and in the diaspora Nigerians who have attained world and best standard in their character, professions, attributes, performance, and reputation in all walks of life. With such men and women, why are we underperforming at home? I will come to this later. For now, I say without equivocation that Olusegun Aganga stands out as one of the best in these categories of best performers, home and away. Since this book will be reviewed by the reviewer, and since the author will of course talk a bit about the book when he speaks to us, I will not preempt them. But judging from the reading of substantial part of the book and part of the review of the book, it is a timely and a relevant book for Nigeria, coming out of practical experience, exposure, professional understanding, and interaction. Yes, Nigeria is a potential jewel of Africa, if you want to put it that way, but we have never attained that position. Can you reclaim what you have never had or attained? Here I have my first minor disagreement with Segun on this book. It is not in terms of the content, which I will come to later, but in terms of the title. Should it be reclaiming or claiming the jewel of Africa? If we have not reached there, which we have not, our first assignment is to reach there. Not long ago, I decided to have on record the experiences of some of Nigerian ambassadors from independence to date. One of the first set of ambassadors, Ambassador Ogunsulure, during the interview, recollected that at the first meeting of the United Nations General Assembly, attended by Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa for the admission of Nigeria as a member of the United Nations on October 7, 1960. Nigeria was referred to as giant in the sun. As at that time, the expectation of Africa and the rest of the world was for Nigeria to be a giant in the world. But over the past 63 years, we have not lived up to expectation. We have disappointed ourselves. We have disappointed Africa. We have disappointed the black race. And we have disappointed the world. What Segun has tried to identify, itemize, and recommend in this book is the way forward. But the beginning of charting a new course for ourselves is to admit our failure, because we have not always put the round peg in the round hole. We are carried along by ego and emotion of self, selfishness, and self-centeredness, ethnic and religious jingoism, with total lack of understanding of the world we live in, and gross misunderstanding of what development entails, and how to move fast and continuously on the trajectory of development. In these connections, let me identify two of the major issues which are interrelated on the factors for all-round development. These are peace and security, which we cannot achieve without justice, equity, and inclusive society. And telling ourselves the truth, we have not done well on this course in the recent past, in the last decade and a half. I will also point at the issue of education, where over 20 million children that should be in school are not in school. We do not need an oracle to tell us the consequences of that for tomorrow. The skill acquisition, empowerment, and employment of youth will seem to be ignored or not to be appreciated. We do not need to look far for the remote causes of banditry, Boko Haram, kidnapping, and other organized crimes. We are living dangerously on a keg of gunpowder, driving more people into poverty through good policies poorly and thoughtlessly implemented, or bad policies and no policy at all. Our population is made up of men and women almost on equal numbers. We have not given enough appropriate and adequate attention to all aspects of preparing women for all-round development programs for a community, a state, a nation, or even the continent of Africa and the whole world. If we fail to get all hands on deck, we will be diminished in all our instrument and capacity for development. Women have an important role to play on the development agenda. The other point, other than the title of the book, where I will again, in a small way, disagree with Segun in his book, is on the issue of leadership. Adequate emphasis is not placed on leadership as the crucial and critical defining and decisive factor in determining the shape, form, direction, speed, content, and trajectory of development for any human organization and especially for a nation like Nigeria. If you ask most of our leaders why they want to be in the position they are craving for, you will weep for your nation over their level of emptiness as far as development issues are concerned. What do they understand for peace, security, stability, predictability, development, growth, and progress to be actualized? I believe that peace, security, democracy, and prosperity must be taken together. Any leader that fails to understand any of these and fails to bring them together to deliver good governance for the welfare and well-being of the people, all the people, cannot contribute anything significant for claiming Nigeria as a jewel of Africa, let alone the jewel of Africa, and definitely will be far from contributing to Nigeria being the giant in the sun. In addition, or complementary to the issue of leadership, is that of consistency and continuity of policies. We are never short of policies. And when you look into the archive, we have policies since independence that are still substantially relevant today. Policy is not much of our problem. Its implementation and sustainability are the problems. With almost every new administration in Nigeria, you will hear for the first time ever as if Nigeria is just created by them. There's no humility and understanding to know what have existed, how they have worked or not worked, what lessons to learn. Rather, it is usually a blanket condemnation, disapproval, or covering up of achievement of others in the past. We cannot build cumulatively on an edifice if we keep removing bricks that others put in place in the past. Reforms, yes. Total dismantling is destructive and retrogressive. Leadership is the key to unlock and remove any impediment to Nigeria's attainment of its divine stature and status and being kept a Lilliputian. With leadership issue resolved in terms of character, attributes, value, virtue, orientation, performance, and love of humanity with love and fear of God, all other things will be given in terms of achievement, and Nigeria will become a giant in the sun. We then will move from potentiality to actuality. Added to continuity and consistency of policies, with reforms must be headhunting for the best possible persons under transformational leader to do the job for the glory of Nigeria and all Nigerians. Once again, I congratulate you, Segun, for making this highly impressive contribution to the body of knowledge on Nigeria's development annals. You are welcome to the League of Authors on Nigeria's development endeavors. I hope this will not be your last publication. I recommend this book to Nigeria's current leaders at national and subnational levels in all walks of life. The huge task of nation building demands a whole of the society approach. Those in the academia and researchers will also find the book quite useful, as it contains a lot of evidence-based facts and data. Thank you very much for your kind attention. May God bless you all.
Thank you so much for sticking
and the
to this
Federal
video
Republic
to the end. Like I said before, now it's time for us to go to the comment section to air our mind and our opinion. Say what you think about this video and this platform. Do it constructively. Share this video, like, subscribe, and also continue to watch Linda's TV show, because this is the home of news. Until I see you again in my next video, remain blessed. For now, I would say bye-bye.